y'all in a minute. Gotta tap in. I'm gonna start doing my little joints at least like 2-3 times a week to talk about just stuff that's going on. You feel me? You know, we gang green, uniting everybody from all across, all sides of America. You feel me? Like, but listen, right now we talking about boxing, man. Strictly boxing right now, broskis. You know what I mean, women skis. Yeah, I mean skis. Listen, we focusing on boxing. Um, Today is Monday. I mean, April 7th. You feel me? We got a fight on the 12th Saturday. We got Jaron Boots Ennis facing. I don't want to fuck up his first name. I don't want to say it wrong. I think it's Stanionis. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. In my total opinion, it's gonna be a good brawl. Things I noticed going into this fight. And I'm a little biased when it comes to certain fights. I'm not a fan of the sport of boxing. I'll say it like that. I'm a fan of certain people. Because I was a fan of boxing, I've been watching all boxing events, light heavyweight, middleweight, underground, all types of shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not about to say I'm a fan of boxing. I'm not about to say that. I'm a fan of certain people, certain individuals. So I have biased takes on certain things, you feel me? So, but I'm a realist at the end of the day. I keep it real. I always keep it real in my opinion, in my heart. So when it comes to him doing what he do, and he don't have the best footwork in my opinion. Like I'm watching him right now, he don't have the best footwork in my opinion. When it comes to being strong, strength, power, I like him. You know what I'm saying? Like he like in the fight with him and Jaron, he might be the bigger guy. In my opinion, just from watching him and other little, like I said, little blitz gamer spurts and fighting other people. His defense is tight. I like that. He got a belt. He a champion for a reason. Now going against Jaron, he has a belt. He about to go for the lineal. So Jaron's fast. He got good footwork. He got power. IQ is there. I'm not saying Stanionis' IQ is not there, but I think Jaron and his IQ is much better. Jaron just need to tighten up his defense. I've seen him in previous fights where he just get hit for no reason, like multiple times, and them joints be looking ugly or something. Like, oh shit, I mean, he popped shit, goddamn, like they be looking like that. But if you listen to him, you listen to his father, you listen to the people he trained with and everything, they saying like he only get hit like that because he don't respect their power. So basically the people that he fighting and they getting off on him like that, he don't respect their power. We like, oh, this shit ain't nothing. This shit, that's all you got. So he let them hit them so he could come in and counter and do what he got to do to try to get the job done. Not try to get the job done, but get the job done. So that's what he has been doing. Excuse me. I'm a little saucy, excuse me. But I gotta get this information out to y'all because it's fight week and it's Monday and the fight is Saturday. I'm gonna do another live coming up before the fight. Maybe two. But just recapping and going over what I'm looking at, what I'm thinking, and being in the city of Philly, brotherly love, not really knowing him and his people and his family, but being in a certain vicinity with them guys. I mean, seeing his entourage and seeing how he move and even watching on YouTube, certainly he like a cool dude. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But for this fight, I got my money on it. My money is on the draw. I got my money on the draw. But looking at the sports books, it's looking like Jaron Boots and this is going to win on points. If you take him for the draw, it's plus 1,900. So you put $10 on the draw, you gonna win 190. You feel me? You put $10 going on the draw. With him winning the fight, I think he like negative 70, 750 or 720 or some shit. And Stanionis is plus 650. You can bet by rounds, you know. But just me looking at it, it's got him, his knockout. If you bet Jaron Ennis by knockout, is plus 170 or plus 160 right now. Last week it was plus 175. But right now I think it's plus 160, 165. To win by knockout. He haven't had a knockout fight in his last 3 fights. And not to discredit him or nothing, but he couldn't cut off the ring with these guys. He fought 2 of them fights was with Karen. We know this. All right. So, well, let's take it back because he fought David. He fought Amnesia. So he cleared him. So I'm sorry, he cleared Amnesia. That was one of the last 3 fights. So let's take it back to the last 4 fights. 2 of those was with what the fuck I say, Karen or whatever. So people saying he couldn't cut off the ring, he couldn't do this, he couldn't do that, la la la. He get hit too much. I mean, but all this is part of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like you're in the combat, you're in the sport, you're in the war. That's what's going to happen. You're all fighting for a reason. You can't. I never seen one fighter went through a whole segment, a whole 12 rounds, or a whole fight, or even if the fight was a round. I never seen a fighter just not get hit one time before the fight was over. Before he was congratulated as the winner. I never seen a fighter never ever get hit. So people's going to get hit in boxing. But like I said, it's the little shit they do to hit this guy while he's trying to set up his shit too. You feel me? Like I said, you gotta excuse me. But this fight, in my opinion, my money wise, I gotta go into a draw. But on the other hand, the sports books, it got pretty much Jaron Ennis winning by points. So it's basically saying he's going to go to the whole 12 rounds. But for plus money, they probably threw that little bit of money out there because the last couple fights he didn't get the knockout. So they probably, so he might get the knockout. But Stanionis, he like a tough dude. He's like a heavy dude. Like he absorbs some shots. He go put some pressure. You feel me? It's all, I feel like it's going to come to the speed and the footwork. And I think Jaron got it. So me being biased to my own statement saying I got it for drawing my money, that's for money wise, like financially, like money wise, the plus money that a gambler in me is going with the draw. I'm going with the money. Now, do I think Ennis is going to win? Yeah, I think Ennis is going to win. Do I think Ennis is going to get the knockout? I think it's time for him to make that statement for him to get the knockout. I think this fight for him to get the knockout will open up doors and gateways for all them other champs to listen. Y'all gonna fight me or y'all what y'all gonna do if y'all not? Because I'm not going back down and just giving people opportunity. I'm here on a mission. Just like Crawford, he was on a mission. That's why he said he didn't want to fight Jaron. He was on a mission, and y'all see what mission he on? The Canelo mission. The payday. I want payday. He's on that mission. You feel me? So there's nobody really in a division for him to fight but to unify. You're not about to talk about Brian Norman Jr. Even though I just said his name, I just said we wasn't going to talk about it. I could have said something else, but he don't want the smoke with Jaron right now. And I'm not trying to make it seem like Jaron is that guy or that bull, but in reality, in his division right now, I don't see nobody beating him. I don't. Even if he don't get the knockout all the time, I don't see nobody in his division right now, 147, beating him convincingly, clear. Especially if the fight's in Jersey, if the fight's in Philly, shit could be in Maryland and DC. It's still in the surrounding area where we from. They're not going to win. And that's why I'm not going to say that's why I got the draw against Stanionis, because I feel like he don't care about the boos and the ahs and all that pressure. No, he's on a mission too. He's a man just like he's a man. And I feel like this is a good matchup. It's a good clash up. I'm ready to see a good brawl. I'm ready to see the old Jaron Ennis against Stanionis. I want to see the flashy, the Matrix bull. You feel me? I'm ready to see that person against Stanionis. And if you get to that, bring that back and really listen to his corner, because for the past couple of fights, he has not been listening to his corner. We've been seeing it. He's been admitting it on camera that he has not been listening to his corner. And that's why he couldn't get the knockout, so to say, because he wasn't listening. Or not just to get a knockout, just going to the, well, you can say that because that's going the distance. So, like, yeah. So, like, instead of rushing and try to seek the knockout, knowing that you're capable of doing it, just play the field. Just play the field. You feel me? But like I said, it's fight week. Stanionis, Jaron Ennis. I like it to be a draw in my favor of my money. But in all actuality, I still got just being a little bit biased because I'm from Philly and I'm rocking with Philly fighters. I got Jaron Ennis winning in the fight. If it do come down to a knockout, I got him winning the fight in like round 8 or 9. Remember I said that 8 or 9. If it comes to a knockout, 8 or 9. But I like it for a draw for my money purposes all the way around. Still got Jaron Ennis winning the fight. Like I said, I'm looking at highlights. I'm just glancing, looking in and trying to figure out what's going on. You feel me? Like, besides looking at all these other channels and YouTubers and bloggers and people that's talking about the fight and the fighters and all that, like, it's my own insight. You feel me? I have really nothing bad else to say about neither people. Like the best man win. Like I said, I told you wrong money where I stand on this. I told you my little input. I'm pretty sure if y'all boxing fans, y'all know what's going on. Y'all see it. We just need a good one. All right, y'all, Smooth 215 GG. I'm gonna holler at y'all in a couple of days or so. We can bring back a different topic right now. It's boxing week, man. And I got somebody else for y'all to look at too, man. And we're not about to get into it on this segment because it's only about this right now. But I gotta show my boy some love. I gotta show him some love. Y'all do, cause he next. He next. One more thing else before I get out of here. Side note on my boy. That's fam. I love him to death. That's cuz up. But side note on that. Back to this Jaron Ennis fight. How old is he? 27? He about to be 28. Let's talk about Floyd level here. When I say Floyd level, I'm talking about 50-0. Floyd, I think he became 50-0 at like 43, 2, 4, 6, in his 40s. All right, Jaron's 27. He ain't been active like that as far as fights. Like, I feel as though, like back in the day, fighters had more fights per year. Like at least 3 a year. Nowadays, fighters only fight once, twice a year. They're not giving the fans what they want to see or not. The layoffs is crazy. The performances show it because you can do all the sparring in the world. But unless you really in that ring defending and fighting and doing what you got to do, like, forget all that sparring stuff. That's practice. Practice. Y'all talking about practice? But practice make perfect, right? But no, we talking about practice. We want to see y'all fight. We want to see y'all fighting 3 to 4 times a year. Y'all got camps that's 3 months long, 3-4 months long sometimes. And that's cool. That's all the way cool. But at least give us 3 fights a year. 2 to 3 fights a year. 3 at them. If we can get y'all 4, that'd be perfect. But 3 fights a year will be great. And if Jaron Ennis can carry this on and get 3 fights a year from here to now and keep up the division, defend it, or even if you move up and claim some and do what you gotta do. By the time he's 37 years old, he will be 50-0. Jaron Ennis could be 50-0 at 37 years old, breaking Floyd's record. Breaking Floyd's record. Remember I said this, at 37 years old, he could be 50-0 if he can continue and do what he gotta do, sweeping these guys up and having 3 fights a year at the most, at the least and at the most. If that even makes sense, but yeah. Anyway, y'all, 15 GG, I'm out of here, man. About to continue doing what I'm doing. About 8 o'clock at night, I gotta be to work soon. Matter of fact, I'll line them off tonight. But yeah, we vibing. We about to do another drum, but it's not about this segment. But like I said, y'all need to tune in this Saturday to the fight. It's gonna be held in New Jersey. Jaron Ennis versus Eimantas, Stanionis. Man, go watch the fight, man. I'm out of here, man.